We'll wait for that.
The trash truck.
Yeah, wait for the trash truck. Get off to a good start.
Simpsonville Public Works.
Oh, we've got a whole brigade.
Yeah. Oh, it's a whole thing. When you're trying to start a video and then all of the trash trucks drive by and it's very loud. We are out here in Simpsonville today to go over the positives, the negatives, because you are trying to decide if this is where you want to land or do you want to live somewhere else. So yeah, let's go into it. All right, so positives. Simpsonville has seen so much growth over just the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 years, to the point that you see a lot of development here and some of the traffic has gotten worse because so many people have decided, you know what, Simpsonville is really cool. And with everybody coming to Greenville, they are realizing that living in Greenville isn't all necessarily cracked up to be, but living out in Simpsonville is a nice suburb. You're not far from downtown, within that 30-minute driving radius.
How much does it cost to live in downtown Greenville?
I mean, I don't know, like if you're looking for a small house, you can live downtown Greenville for like, I don't know, I'm putting one under contract today for $465,000. It's not bad. But if you want a little bit of a nicer house, probably on Monday, I'm putting another one under contract for like $900,000. So it really depends on what you want. And I would say that $465,000 house is only 1,200 square feet.
Okay. How many square feet do you think you could get for
465? I could probably get upwards of 3,000 square feet.
Oh, wow.
In Simpsonville. So it's really big difference. I know that like families, or if you want a big yard, or I don't know, you just want lower taxes, living out here in the suburb works. So that kind of brings me to our next point, which I think is probably a little bit of a negative, maybe a little bit of positive, we'll see. Simpsonville has definitely gotten Greenville's spillover, okay? Now, what I mean by that is all these people, you guys, are, you're looking into Greenville, and you're like, this is awesome, and you come and visit, and you're like, this is awesome, and I agree with you, it is awesome.
I hate to interrupt, I wish this place was open right now.
You know, we've been here so many times, and it's never open.
It's a perfect day for, well, we always come out at 9 a.m.
Well, I mean, okay, look, when we come out at 9 a.m. here, there's Sully Steamers, you can get breakfast there. The Clock Tower is a brewery, so not there. But then next to the Clock Tower is the Exchange Coffee Co. They have really good pastries and savory. Didn't you had what kind of breakfast did you have this morning?
Chorizo bowl.
A chorizo bowl.
With some microgreens on top?
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was very colorful and it looked like it was yummy.
But at the same time, it's a perfect day for some ice cream.
I know. I need ice cream by 10 a.m.
Literally. You also mentioned taxes, but I think we'll talk about that later a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to talk about taxes here in a minute because nobody actually likes to talk about taxes in the IRS. So we're going to just push that off. But here's the thing, you're going to have to stick with us to be able to get there because it's actually a big deal whenever you are looking at living here in the area, just because you're looking online and you're like, are these taxes the right number or not the right number? And so when you're looking closer into Greenville, what's happened as Greenville has continued to gain popularity and it is continuing to grow, Greenville has been annexing more and more and more into its city limits. And whenever that happens, taxes increase. So then people and property values increase as well. So then it's like, well, where do we go? Simpsonville, I think, is a really good option. What do we got? Ooh. Let's see here. Hush.
We got Jane Porter.
Yep. Sorry, I just completely squirreled. This is, oh.
Wow.
Oh, we've got some romance novels.
Ruh-roh.
Hey.
Some John Grisham in there.
Yes. Yes. Don't forget, we run a real estate team and we want to be your choice whenever you are relocating here to the area to help you buy or sell a house. So reach out to the team because that's what we do. So landing out here in Simpsonville though, we're not far from anything. Like, Michael, you said earlier it took you like what, 20 minutes to get here from Taylor's?
Yeah, I think it was 25 minutes with the morning traffic.
Yeah.
Which really surprised, when I moved into Taylor's, it really surprised me how close like this side of town is. Because when I lived in Duncan to get out of Simpsonville, it was like
forever.
It was forever. I felt like it was forever to get anywhere. So yeah.
I know.
That's not a pitch for Taylor's, it's a pitch for Simpsonville.
Here's the cool thing too, is I tell people no matter where you live around Greenville, it's gonna only take you about 30 minutes on average to get anywhere, no matter where you live. So if you live in Taylor's and you're going to Simpsonville or easily or Spartanburg, it's gonna take you 30 minutes. Or living in Travelers Rest, it's gonna take you about 30 minutes to get to Simpsonville or Taylor's or easily, or Spartanburg, it takes me about 45 minutes to an hour, I will say that.
Yeah, that's the same.
But yeah, so more people are landing out here. It is more affordable to live out here. But at the same time, quick story time. So I was out showing new construction homes this week to one of our really cool YouTube viewers, and they are moving here, like have to buy a house this week. And we started looking at new construction in, their budget was like 300 to 350 and they needed 5 bedrooms. So as we are looking, we looked at houses all over the upstate and the same house. So we looked at a house by D.R. Horton up in Lyman, South Carolina. Now that house matched everything that they needed. It's also in a great location near friends, etc. $340,000. Then she was like, well, let's go look at Simpsonville. Same house, same builder, same finishes. And in Simpsonville, that house was like $360,000, $370,000. So yeah, you do also, like, is Simpsonville the cheapest place? No, but you also have this.
Right, I was gonna say like a 10% increase
Yeah.
in your house price, less than 10%
Yes.
increase in your house price. You definitely,
A little bit more quality of life, I would say.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, not to say Inman has nothing. We've done the videos on Inman. There's some-
Inman and Lyman and Duncan, that area, they've got stuff, okay? It's just really small town.
Yeah.
Like Woodruff,
This is
South
like
Carolina was small town.
This is like an appropriately small town. I
Yes,
feel like.
but this is like, Simpsonville is just bigger
Yeah.
and has more to offer.
Yeah, because this is like the little strip with all the cute local stuff.
Yeah.
And then you also have the blob with all of the box stores and the traffic and all of that.
Off of Fairview Road.
Off of Fairview Road.
Yeah. And Simpsonville is also huge because you can go 29680 and then go 29681 and you're still in Simpsonville.
And traffic is,
There is quite a bit of traffic, but not compared to what a lot of you guys think of as traffic, because here's the thing, there's maybe 1 or 2 different pinch points for traffic in Simpsonville, and believe me, you know where they are within your first week of being here. There's a pinch point on Woodruff Road as you head out to Five Forks, and then all of Woodruff Road is just the worst. And then Fairview Road out here, where all of your main shopping is for Simpsonville, that's also it. Oh, Michael, look, the trash trucks are coming back.
oh, the brigade returns.
The brigade. It's a whole thing. They drove down the main drag and they're coming back through the main drag.
Is there a trash parade today that we didn't know about?
I don't know. Maybe there is a trash parade we didn't know about. But there they are. They have pretty trash trucks.
Yeah.
Trash trucks aren't supposed to be pretty.
It's amazing how they can keep them so white.
They're very white. Maybe they're brand new. And that's why they're parading them up and down Main Street.
Let everybody know where all those taxes are going.
Exactly. So, taxes. We should talk about those.
That's a good segue.
So, it was. Good job.
Thank you.
So taxes, I know you guys are looking, because if you are in another part of the country, your taxes are so expensive. And we're talking like, I've talked to some of you guys that say, yeah, my taxes are $6,000 a year, $8,000 a year. I talked to somebody once that was like $12,000 a year in taxes. It was insane. They were from up north somewhere. But here, I would say your average tax bill is going to be somewhere between $1,600 and $2,200. And that's for like your average priced homes. If you live within Greenville County, but then also a city limit as well, your taxes will be more expensive. So if you are wanting to pay attention to taxes, I would suggest finding something outside of a city limit if you want the lowest possible. Now, there's a couple different nuances. One of the biggest ones, and I know you guys see this constantly, is, well, the taxes on this property are $6,000 and it's a $350,000 house. Well, not really, actually. It's a 6% tax rate. The owner of that property doesn't occupy that home 100% of the year, or doesn't occupy it at all. It's either an investor renting the property out, or somebody may have purchased it as a second home. So that's why you get a 6% rate. Now, whenever you are living here at a 4% tax rate, you do have to apply for it whenever you buy your house. It's a lovely little spiel that they give you at the closing table. And they say this pink form will come through the mail and you have to fill it out and send it in. You can do it online, but that's how you get the really nice, affordable taxes here. And so Simpsonville, city limits are going to be more expensive. Outside of Simpsonville, city limits, less expensive. And am I forgetting anything, Michael?
No, the owner-occupied tax rate.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
they're building something right now.
They are. There's a soccer goal on the other side of that. So right now it's just space.
Well, apparently it's the community hub.
Apparently?
That's what it's going to look like, apparently.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So that is something that's really cool about Simpsonville, is they are continuing to update it, grow it. I mean, just down off of Main Street that way, they just built a new city hall, a new police and fire department as well. So, and they're really pretty.
They finished?
I think they're almost finished. They've been building for the last year and a half or so. So I don't know, I've seen them getting finished.
Okay, so on our list here, I've got a pro is that we have a thriving community, and I also have a con is that there's not really a ton of nightlife going on.
Well, I mean, it's the South, Michael. So, I mean, you're not going to get the big bars or anything like that. There is nightlife, okay? Don't hear this as there is no nightlife, but might close by like, what, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock. I mean, hey, some places might be open till 11. There's a whole table right
There's
here.
a whole, I was going to, yep.
Thanks. You were just going to let me die.
I did. I'm sorry.
But yeah, okay, so, I mean, there is 1885 brewery right here.
Yep, the breweries are usually the ones that are open late. I don't know if they have much like live music. I do know that the ice cream parlor over here though is a hopping place in the evening.
Oh, I bet.
So that's fun. All right.
The Slice, I bet, let's see.
The Slice, I bet is
They're
nice.
open till 9 p.m., but there's also some rooftop business going on up there.
Yeah.
Looks like a bar.
Pizza, pasta, and cocktails.
I cannot imagine that place is closed at 9 up there.
Oh no. But there is the amphitheater.
There is the amphitheater.
And they've gotten some really big name artists, music artists to come through as well. Also, I'm not sitting down on this. I made this mistake yesterday. Look at my finger.
Oh my gosh. Hang on, let me zoom in on this.
See my finger? It turned yellow. Guys,
It's that time of year.
it's the time of year. We talk about it all the time. The pollen is here and you cannot trust a bench to sit down on. Otherwise, you'll just end up with a yellow booty. Anyways,
There's 1885 right
Yes.
across the street here, right over yonder.
over yonder, a true Southern term.
Indeed. Let's see what else we had on the list here. We've got, oh, there's like the local community events.
Oh, yes.
So it might not be like up late kind of vibes, but
Right.
you do have sipping at Simpsonville.
Ooh, yes. And when I looked at the calendar, it looks like one of them is very beer focused and one of them is very wine focused, which makes me happy
Little
because
something
I
for everybody.
don't like beer. Don't come at me.
I'm not.
Good glass of
We
wine.
balance each other.
We do, very much.
I like beer, you like wine.
It's that.
Maybe we should vlog sipping at sipping at.
Sipping?
But yeah, there's also a Christmas parade, and Neely Farms has a market,
Yep.
and there's a golf tournament, some business happy hours.
So I will say this is actually a little bit of a con when it comes to events for Simpsonville. There are smaller towns that have bigger, better events than Simpsonville. And I'm sorry, y'all that live in Simpsonville, don't come at me, but Simpsonville is cool and you do have your events I don't know, like Pickens has the Azalea Festival, PR has the really great farmers market. That's stuff that I would travel for outside of my regular living area. So I don't know, like if you want that and you want to be closer to it, but you can just hop down to Fountain Inn or something. Because Fountain Inn has the Ant Het Festival. Yeah.
They also have
different
proper
parades.
farmers market.
They do have a proper farmers market. Simpsonville is just one of those spots that you love it. You love the small town feel. You love the little businesses. Also, there's plenty of space to live. Do you hear that? Plenty of space. It is, I don't feel like everybody's just on top of each other here. So that's the other thing that I think is cool. So if you are interested in Simpsonville and you're like, yep, Aubree, that's where I want to land, you should reach out to the team because we would love to help. That's what we do. And there's probably a little QR code that is bouncing around here somewhere on the screen. And
We still need to get Jack
you know.
to do it like the DVD player. Where
we
it,
do. And where it's like, does it hit the corner? Does it not hit the corner? Wait, change colors. Have you seen The Office where they do that?
Why do we keep printing this on white?
Ah, come on!
Yeah,
Wait for it.
like sort of a Where's Waldo?
I am a huge Office fan and it just cracks me up. So, you know.
Also, if you want to learn more about Simpsonville, the next video,
Yes.
we're about to go tour some houses.
Yes, so you've got to make sure you pay attention to us because every week we put out videos like this and we tour through because you actually want to see more than Main Street or more than just me talking about Simpsonville. We're going to actually show you what it looks like to live here, and I try to keep it a somewhat average price point that we have a lot of clients that are looking in. So let us know and catch you next time.